From a death stare that promised victory to a dunk that shook the arena, these are the epic reactions to LeBron James on the court. And first up is the 2016 NBA Finals. The Cleveland crowd roared, the team locked in a desperate tie for the championship. Suddenly, Andre Iguodala sprinted for the basket, a sure layup to swing the game. But LeBron James wouldn't let it happen. He chased with impossible speed, leaping high and swatting the ball with force that shook the backboard. The block ignited the crowd. The Warriors looked stunned, and LeBron's eyes blazed with a champion's fire. 2 years later, it was Boston's turn to feel the pressure. In a tense and noisy Game 7, the Celtics wouldn't back down. With seconds left, LeBron, trailing by a sliver, spun and threw up a fading shot. The whole arena held its breath. Then, the ball swished through the net at the buzzer. The cheers faded into shocked silence, broken only by LeBron's fierce stare at the Boston crowd. He'd done it again, dominating when it mattered most. But maybe his craziest moment came that same playoff year. Game 3 against Toronto was a nail-biter until the end. With time running out, LeBron had the ball, but nowhere to go. Then, with a flick of his wrist, he launched a wild, off-balance shot as the buzzer shrieked. It seemed impossible, a desperate prayer, until it dropped straight through the hoop. LeBron's teammates mobbed him, celebrating the unbelievable shot, while Toronto players could only stare, their faces mirroring the disbelief of the entire crowd. Moving on, it was pure theater. One moment, LeBron was soaring above the rim. The next, he was glaring down at Jason Terry, a fallen veteran left in the wake of a thunderous dunk. The 2013 NBA Finals were a battleground, and LeBron's ruthless stare told the world he wouldn't take any prisoners on his quest for a championship. Fast forward to 2018, and the stage was set for another epic showdown against the Golden State Warriors. Even with his team ultimately falling short in Game 1, LeBron's performance was nothing short of legendary. He poured in 51 points, fighting tooth and nail against the Warriors' all-star superpower. Each basket seemed to drain a little more confidence out of Golden State. There was a silent awe in their eyes, a respect for the sheer force of LeBron's will. But sometimes, LeBron's most unforgettable moments came when his team faced the brink. In 2012, with the Heat on the verge of elimination against Boston, LeBron wouldn't quit. He scored 45 points, dragging his team back from the abyss. His death stare at the Boston crowd radiated pure intensity, an intimidating mix of focus and defiance that would become one of the defining images of his career. The death stare still fresh in the memory, another LeBron moment etched itself into basketball history. This time, it was a young, explosive LeBron, posterizing Damon Jones with a dunk so ferocious it shook the arena. Damon Jones' expression mirrored the crowd's shock. This wasn't just a highlight reel play, it was a statement. A new king was rising in the NBA. Years later, LeBron's dominance took a different form. Against the Golden State Warriors in the 2015 Finals, he unleashed a move of pure finesse. A lightning-quick crossover sent his defender crashing to the floor, followed by a silky smooth step-back jumper. The crowd roared, the Warriors players stumbled in disbelief, and it was clear that LeBron wasn't just powerful. He possessed an arsenal of skills that could break down any defense. But even with his evolving skill set, LeBron never forgot his raw athletic roots. In 2005, he reminded the world of his sheer power with his Superman dunk over John Lucas III. Leaping with inhuman explosiveness, he cocked the ball back and slammed it home, leaving fans and commentators gasping for air. It was a dunk that defied gravity, a testament to the pure force he brought to the game. The Superman dunk hung in the air like a legend, a reminder of LeBron's explosive might. But then came a moment that transcended pure athleticism. With Cleveland's championship hopes fading fast in the 2016 Finals, LeBron painted a masterpiece of determination. Down 3-1 against the Warriors, he rallied his troops, leading an epic comeback. When the buzzer finally sounded and Cleveland broke its 52-year championship drought, LeBron collapsed to the floor, tears flooding his face. It was a raw, emotional outpouring matched by the unrestrained joy of an entire city, and respect echoed from every corner of the basketball world. Years earlier, LeBron's journey took an unexpected turn. His decision to leave Cleveland for Miami sparked anger and betrayal. Jerseys burned, but when he announced his return in 2014, the script flipped. Fans who doubted him now celebrated him in the streets. The heartbreak was replaced by a wave of hope and anticipation. Could the hometown hero finally bring a championship to Cleveland? That hope faced its first test in 2007. A young LeBron squared off against the veteran Detroit Pistons. Down in the series, he unleashed a scoring barrage, dropping Cleveland's final 25 points, capped off by a heart-stopping layup in double overtime. The crowd erupted. The Pistons were shell-shocked. This wasn't just a victory. It was the announcement of LeBron's arrival as a true superstar. LeBron's arrival as a superstar was undeniable, but his 2014 masterpiece against the Charlotte Bobcats took it to another level. With a career-high 61 points, he was a force of nature, unstoppable, and incredibly efficient. Teammates watched in awe. Fans screamed themselves hoarse. This wasn't just a game. It was a display of absolute basketball dominance. That same fearlessness defined his early years. In the 2008 playoffs, facing the intimidating Boston Celtics and their legendary defender Kevin Garnett, LeBron didn't back down. He attacked the rim, posterizing Garnett with a ferocious dunk and let out a primal roar over his fallen opponent. The Boston crowd gasped, and LeBron made it clear he wouldn't be intimidated, no matter the opponent or the stage. Even in moments of defeat, LeBron's greatness shone through. In his rookie year, he made his NBA Finals debut against the veteran San Antonio Spurs. Despite his team getting swept, LeBron put on a show, nearly recording a triple-double. It was a bittersweet moment, a loss for the Cavs, but the basketball world took notice. This young star was destined for legend status. His quest for greatness seemed never-ending, and in 2023, LeBron reached a summit that many considered untouchable, surpassing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the NBA's all-time leading scorer. The game paused, the crowd erupted, and legends across the sports world offered their respect. It was more than just a broken record, it was a coronation cementing LeBron's status as one of the game's all-time icons. But LeBron's legend wasn't built on scoring alone. In 2010, he showcased a different kind of brilliance. With a burst of creativity, he launched an alley-oop pass to himself off the backboard, slamming it home with jaw-dropping athleticism. The crowd went wild. Players looked stunned. It was a moment of pure basketball artistry. His defensive prowess could be just as breathtaking. In the 2013 NBA Finals, LeBron mirrored his iconic block with another epic chase-down swat against Thiago Splitter. The defensive intensity was electrifying, showcasing LeBron's unwavering determination to win at all costs. That same drive fueled an unforgettable clutch performance in the 2009 Eastern Conference Finals. With seconds ticking away against Orlando, LeBron unleashed a desperation three-pointer over Hedo Turkoglu. As the ball ripped through the net, the arena exploded, and LeBron raced back on defense, his face a whirlwind of emotion. It was a testament to his ability to deliver in the biggest, most pressure-packed moments.